Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news of another large fall in dairy prices. This morning's global dairy trade auctions saw the return of big price declines, with the overall index now down 4.9% in US dollars and down 6.3% in New Zealand dollars. These are large declines, and it takes the overall index back to levels last seen in January 2013, and it signals the end of the 18-month price bubble. It is the drop of more than a third since early February. Prices in New Zealand dollars are now 31% below the same time last year. The biggest falls were for butter and cheese, but whole milk powder also fell sharply. Elsewhere, there was a big release of worldwide manufacturing PMIs overnight, revealing the state of factories in more than 24 economies. Overall, the world PMI rose to a 4-month high, with all components expanding. The strongest data was from the US, which not only had the strongest expansion, it is expanding at the fastest rate in over 4 years. Japan returned to growth in June, and the Eurozone manufacturing recovery slowed as the French downturn deepened. The Chinese pickup was confirmed, but Australian factories contracted slightly faster now, with 8 consecutive months of decline. In contrast, India, Indonesia and Vietnam all experienced strong output expansions. The New Zealand dollar is not due until July the 10th. In case you missed it yesterday, the RBA held its official cash rate. It also toned down its wording on worries about the high Aussie dollar, as it clearly isn't able to do anything about it. Hong Kong, on the other hand, is trying. It doesn't have a freely floating currency. Like the Chinese, it has a managed peg, and overnight it moved to try and restrain the rise of the Hong Kong dollar. The news that US car sales are likely to have been very strong in June surprised analysts, and the good factory data has seen the Wall Street equity markets move higher into new record territory and approaching some key benchmarks. US Treasury 10-year bond yields are up again today, now at 2.56%. The oil price is down again, slipping more on the Brent benchmark than the US one, although it slipped briefly below $105 a barrel overnight. Gold is holding at $1,327 an ounce. We start today with the New Zealand dollar slightly higher at 87.8 US cents, 92.4 Aussie cents, and the TWI is now at 81.2. So far, there's been no currency reaction to the sharp dairy price falls. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.